language teacher, Miss Lipshit, said I was good. Said I had promise. A real original. It was so nice to see a student writing with such style. Real quality work. Miss Lipshits. I thought my mum was going to be a writer. She said, that's nice, honey. I told my dad. He just looked at me and sat in his black, Noir-hide, lazy boy recliner and drank a beer. I hate beer. Ms. Lipshitz said there was a contest for the best student in the play. The drama club wanted to do an original work and the winner would get $50 and the play would be put on by the kids in the drama club. Ms. Lipshitz said this was my perfect chance to show the world that I could write. I didn't know what to write about. Ms. Lipshitz said, write what you know. Write what you know? I thought, what do I know? I don't know what I know. So I told Mum, and she said, that's nice, honey. And I was going to tell Dad, but he was just sitting there, looking at me, drinking a beer, so I didn't bother. So I went into my room, got out a piece of paper and wrote, write what you know. And I looked at that paper, and I looked, and I looked. And I looked and I looked at that white piece of paper, and no words appeared on it. I looked at that paper a long time. I didn't see anything. I could hear the TV in the living room, and Dad's lazy boy recliner creaking, and Dad opening another beer. And then I wrote a play. It was all about a man who was so self-centered that all he ever did was drink beer all day in his lazy boy recliner, and he stuck his cans up into a pyramid, and the pyramid it got too high, and it tipped over, and the man was crushed under it, and he died. No one could believe that it was an accidental death, so the man's boy was charged with murder, and he said he didn't do it, but nobody would believe him. So he went to prison, and when he got out, he was old, and all he wanted to do was sit in a lazy boy recliner and drink beer all day. I never got a chance to show the play to Miss Lipshitz because the deadline was the next day, so I took it straight to the theatre and put it on the drama teacher, Mr. Larker's desk. I called my play One Beer Too Many. I was pretty proud of myself. Miss Lipshitz said so too, just for trying. I guess that meant she thought I didn't have much of a chance of being picked. I thought it was a sure thing though, because nobody at that school, at least nobody I knew, was going to write a play. Except one girl. Her name was Melody. Melody Goldie. Really. She told me she was going to write a play about young people's dreams of love, and how every young heart dreams of that happily ever after ending. I mean, Melody was cute, and I liked her and everything, but what's to see a play about young hearts in love? Not me. So, when I got called out of class to go to the counsellor's office, and I saw Ms. Lipshitz and Mr. Larker in there with my counsellor, Mr. Sanchez, I knew I was in. They were going to do my play, and they called me in there to congratulate me. I was so proud. And then I saw their faces. Ms. Lipshitz looked embarrassed, and Mr. Larker looked mad. And my counsellor looked like he had some real bad news to tell me. But then I remembered that Mr. Larker was the drama teacher, so I figured they were just being dramatic. in there. So I put on a smile, swung in the door, and waited for the good news. Mr. Sanchez shut the door. His Lipschitz wouldn't even look at me. I waited for a minute, and nobody said anything. And then I remembered that blank piece of paper that had no words on it except, write what you know. All of a sudden, Larker is shouting, "Who do you think you're dealing with here? I'm a professional!" Miss Lipschitz tells him to calm down, and Sanchez reminds them both what they're here for. And then he looks at me like a sad puppy and says, "How long have you had fantasies of killing your father?" I said, "Does this mean you guys aren't going to do my play?" And Miss Lipschitz starts to cry, and Larker is yelling about how this play is by students, about students, and how this drama department has standards and will never allow this kind of drivel to see the light of day. And so I realised this guy Larker probably loved Melody's play. And all three of them start yelling again, and Sanchez suggests I wait outside. So I go out into the hall and listen to them yell. Larker is blaming Lipschitz for spawning a monster, and Lipschitz said she had no idea I could write that kind of play, and Larker yells, "By students, for students, so loud that my plastic chair vibrates." And I stand up in the hall, and I yell at the door, "I'm a student too! I may have never done one of your stupid, high-standard plays, but I'm a student too!" And I left. I thought I was going to get into trouble, but nobody ever mentioned it again. Just like I thought, I did Melody's play. The next summer, Miss Lipschitz and Mr. Larker got married. I don't even know what happened to the one and only copy of One Beer Too Many. I guess they threw it away. But nobody ever mentioned it again. It was like I never even wrote a play. So, I don't write anymore. Not plays. Not nothing. And my life turns out just fine. You know?
One day